Hello all you lovely people and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at Atomfall, a British blast of post-apocalyptic mystery, and we're taking a look at the native performance of this game while it's plugged in on the Lenovo Legion Go. So I'm mainly focused on talking about the performance only, but in the process of doing that, if I do have some points that I want to share about the game, then I will do that in the process of making this performance video. But please note, this is not a review of this game, and I'm specifically going to talk about the AMD Adrenaline settings as well as the in-game settings and how this game performs on the Legion Go. So with that said, let's get started, folks. First of all, a quick word, this game is available on Xbox Game Pass. So if you have a Game Pass subscription, you don't need to pay anything extra. It's included in the subscription fee. So because this is an Xbox game, unfortunately, some of the games that you have on Xbox don't show up in your game library automatically. So you may have to add the Xbox game manually. That's exactly what I've done. So this game launch helper here is actually Atomfall. But let's start from the scratch. I'm using the display driver version 25.3.1. And in case you don't know how to sideload these drivers, I have made a dedicated video on how to download these drivers and install them on your Legion Go. I have shown the display driver version 24.12.1 in that video, not 25.3.1. However, the process stays the same. It's only the install file that changes. So instead of downloading the install file of 24.12.1, just download the install file of 25.3.1, but do check that video out of mine. So let's go over to the Adrenaline setting. So this, it says game launch helper, but this is actually Atomfall. So as far as Adrenaline goes, I am using AMD's Fluid Motion Frames 2.1, and I've kept the search mode on high and the performance mode on quality. I have enabled anti-lag, and I've also enabled Radeon image sharpening because I don't want to use super resolution, and I've kept the sharpness at 80%. As far as the advanced settings go, anti-aliasing method is multi-sampling and the morphological anti-aliasing has been enabled. The anisotropic filtering has been enabled as well, and the filtering level has been kept at 2x. The texture filtering quality is on performance mode, and the surface format optimization has been enabled as well. So these are my AMD Adrenaline settings. Now let's quickly get into the game and take a look at the in-game settings as well. So you can launch the game from here, or you can launch it from the Xbox app. It does not matter because Adrenaline will run nonetheless. Now, before we get into that, let me also show you my Legion space setting. I've kept the TDP on performance mode, and as far as the display goes, I've kept it at 144 Hz and at 800p to start with. I might, in the process of this video, or in the process of speaking about the performance, I might actually take up the resolution up just a notch, maybe 2000p. I'm not sure right now, but in case I do, I will let you know. But I'm starting off at 800p. Now, let's finally get into the game and take a look at how this game performs. So I'm going to launch the game from here, and it will obviously use the Xbox game app, and I'm going to share the in-game settings now. So when you get into the game, you do have the setting options here. It's a very unconventional kind of a game settings page. Of course, these are, when you haven't loaded the game, this is still not into the game actually, technically. But we do have graphical options here and display options as well. I'm choosing to go along with the 800p like I told you earlier, and I'm going to choose full screen because I want to track the performance as well. The foreground frame limit is unlimited, and the background frame rate limit is 15 FPS. As far as the graphics go, I have kept it on the medium graphic quality preset. So I'm going to go along with this because I'm anyways playing at 800p, so I might as well go along with medium graphic quality preset. Let's okay that, hit that play button, get into the game, and see how this performs. I just wanted to double check and make sure that the settings that we chose from the other screen matches this one. So again, let me tell you that I'm playing at 800p. VSync is off. Foreground frame rate limit is unlimited, so there's no cap on the frame rate. And I'm playing with the graphic quality preset medium. That's pretty much it. And now let's get into the game and start playing it. So I'm just going to load this game up. I'm going to go with the easiest mode available, as I do with all my videos. Yes, all right, let's choose this. And let's start tracking the performance from the tracker. In case I feel like the tracker is not working accurately, I will let you know my comments, because sometimes it just is out of whack. Like in this case, it's showing 800 FPS. It's definitely not 800 FPS. No doubt about that. But the game does look all right in these cutscenes, because these are obviously, pre-rendered, and they look pretty all right on this small screen of Legion Go. But what about gameplay? That's the main thing, yeah? We're gonna get to find out how this performs when the game finally starts. We're not into it, but this tracker is definitely not showing the right FPS, because obviously it's not giving us 780 FPS. That's insane. Absolutely insane. So sometimes the tracker does give out false readings, or it gets stuck somehow. In this case now, finally, when we have this in-game cutscenes, it's come down to 129. I think this is more accurate. It can be 120 FPS. Again, this is at 800p, but things do look good. They don't look bad. Let's be helpful. Let's look around and see how that impacts the gameplay. Still good, 120 solid FPS. Very minimal lag as well. And this game seems to be pretty well optimized for your Legion Go. So it's performing really well, if you ask me. Okay, you're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale Atom plant. That's where it all went wrong. All right, all right, all right. Is there any way to skip this? Nope, so we'll have to sit through it. Now, while this is going on, let me also tell you a little bit about the game. Now, this is developed by Rebellion Developments, known for their Sniper Elite and Zombie Army franchises. It is now ventured into this new realm with Atomfall. And the result is surprisingly fresh, as you can see. And this is an engaging survival action adventure. This launched in the month of March. So, all right. Okay, so I think we're good. Escape, dismiss. It's all right. Okay, we got it. We got it. So I'm going to use my keyboard and mouse. So as I was saying, this was launched on 27th of March for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. And of course, this is available on Xbox Game Pass. And this takes players to an alternate history of 1960s in Britain, where the infamous 1957 Windscale nuclear disaster has left the picturesque Lake District a radioactive quarantine zone. I just punched him off. All right. All right. So how do I move forward? Do I use this? Yeah. All right. So let's search this block. Modified key card. All right. Let's search this guy and take. What's this? Take. All right. So let's go over to this, and you do have to read a little bit about what this game offers you in terms of the narrative element and how do you actually progress in the game. But I'm just gonna skip all of this. Now, what I want to talk about is the overall look of the game. It looks pretty nice, and even though I'm playing at 800p, I think this is more than enough on your Legion Go. This looks pretty good actually. There are no jaggies. There doesn't seem to be any aliasing issues. And it definitely looks like a solid 120 plus FPS. It feels like that. There is no lag, very minimal and negligible, I would say. Okay. So this is a survival game. So it's best that you look at all corners and make sure you're collecting as many things as possible, because you never know when there might be a need for something that you picked up. So it's always important to look around in a game like this. And this looks pretty good. I mean, look at these textures. They actually look pretty solid on this small screen. This is on the medium graphic quality preset. Okay, so we're just going to squeeze over and let me know in the comment section if you've played this game. What do you think about it? Looks pretty solid. Okay, and it's open. Fantastic. New lead found. Now, overall, this game looks pretty nice on the Legion Go. Let's just make sure that we're collecting as much scrap as possible because, again, like I told you, this is a survival game, a survival action game. So you will need these scraps rather, when you move ahead in game. And so far, it looks pretty decent. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section. And let's scroll through and yeah. The lighting in this game looks pretty solid. And overall, the level design also looks pretty impressive. There's an option of going up here. All right, there's more info here. Avoiding combat, trespass and traps. Okay. Nope, can't go here. Okay. So I think the requirement of being subtle has been overlooked by me. And here in this case, I'm not doing a good job as far as this game goes. But hey, it's not a video about how good or bad I am as a gamer. It's simply a video about how well this game runs on the Legion Go. As simple as that. So, what immediately sets Atomfall apart is its unique atmosphere. Now, there are obviously going to be comparisons to Fallout, and it's inevitable given the post-apocalyptic setting. It's more like a British Fallout scenario here. But what I would say is that Atomfall carves its own distinct identity. It masterfully blends Cold War sci-fi with the classic British folk horror and sci-fi influences. Look, there's even a phone booth there. Does it remind you of Doctor Who? Please let me know in the comment section. So, you have this world which is both unsettling and darkly charming. The phone seems to be ringing. Let's head over to this phone and let's answer the phone and see who's on the other end. Oberon must die. Okay. Hello, who is Oberon? Oberon must die. And the line goes dead. Okay. So that's a mystery. Let's find out. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Is there anything that I need to collect from here? Nothing. The game definitely looks impressive, guys. I mean, the lighting is solid. The background, everything looks pretty impressive. At 800p, you'd be surprised. You'd be pleasantly surprised. I mean, I make these videos so that you can actually get a view of mine as to, what this looks like on the Legion Go's screen. A lot of times people, when they see a compressed video like this on YouTube, they might be thinking that, oh, this looks like crap. But trust me, it doesn't. In person, it definitely looks pretty solid. And take a look at this background. It definitely looks nice. Now, this is a first-person survival action game. And as this game, you lean into player agency and exploration, because that's what this game is about. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to head over here. Now, a lot of these videos, sometimes I get comments that you have hardly gotten into the game and you haven't explored areas which should have been explored. Please go into a busy area and show me. Now, see, I mean, I make these videos because I just want to show you the first few minutes of a game. I personally am of the opinion that you should experience a game yourself, and I don't want to give away too many spoilers in case you haven't already played a particular game. Is there anything here that I can get? Anything that I can do here? Nope. All right, so it says that my heart rate actually increases if I jump too many times. Well, I didn't know that. Wow, thank you for letting me know. The background is definitely impressive, guys. I mean, it looks pretty solid. And it also plays like it's a solid game. This door is barred from the other side. Okay, noted. Let's just move forward in the game and see. The lighting of this game I definitely like. I like the way this game looks. The assets that have been used for the foliage um, looks pretty impressive. Even the assets like trees, certain objects like that wheel, the water looks fantastic as well. And this is only on the medium quality preset. Okay, so I'm going to crouch. I'm going to try and take this enemy down. Let's see if I can sneak up behind him and take this guy down. Okay. I hope I'm able to. I hope he does not turn. Yes. Whoop. Did it. Nice. Okay. So this world looks great, but it's not as vast as some open world behemoths, but it's definitely tightly designed and packed with alluring structures and hidden secrets, rewarding those who dare to stray from the beaten path. And using your wits and sometimes even a metal detector, um, you will get to piece puzzles of the past, and that feels incredibly satisfying. The survival tag in Atomfall is applied somewhat lightly, and while you'll be scavenging for resources, and yes, you will be crafting items and managing your health, there are no hunger or thirst meters, nor endlessly breaking weapons. So this allows the focus to remain on exploration and the unraveling mystery, and it allows you to focus on the story a lot more without bogging down the experience with excessive micromanagement. And personally, I'm not a fan of that. So I actually kind of like what they're offering here, and what they've done differently actually works in favor of the game. Now, the combat could be a mix of ranged and melee, and while it can sometimes feel a bit clunky, especially with certain enemy behaviors, it gets the job done. Anybody here? Anybody home? Look at how beautiful this game looks. Really nice. And please note that I'm just playing this on the easiest mode available. But you do have other options. So in case you want to take the difficulty up a notch, please feel free to. And you can play as per your liking. But yeah, from the initial dialogue options, I can already kind of envision that this game could lead to a good amount of narrative freedom, and your choices can be impactful. And storytelling is also key here. Now, this is definitely not a AAA title, but for a AA title, this definitely looks impressive. I mean, visually, it looks incredible. I really like it. I mean, the scale, the scope of this level design is definitely commendable. So even though they did not have the resources of a full-blown team, I think the developers have done a fantastic job of creating this world. Oh, somebody here? Whoa, a booby trap. All right. So although you see that the world is densely populated with foliage, with grass, trees, even characters in the background, and there are a lot of elements here, the lighting is also stellar. But even then, the FPS has barely gone below 60 FPS. So in indoor environments, you can definitely get more than 120 FPS. Oh, now it did drop to 58 FPS. So this area seems to be pretty demanding. But for most of the time that I've played this game, it's stuck well above 60 FPS. So this definitely looks like a solid offering in terms of the performance, and the world that they've created is definitely interesting. Now, it can have rough edges, as any AA title can, But hey, it is what it is. I mean, for what it offers, I think it's fantastic. And for you to have this on Xbox Game Pass, it's icing on the cake. So if you're looking for a post-apocalyptic game that offers something genuinely different and respects your intelligence as a player, then Atomfall is definitely worth checking out and worth exploring. It's not just British Fallout, as many gamers may have commented, but it's something much more interesting. The world that they have created is definitely interesting here. Nice and slow now. Let's have no trouble. Okay, yeah, let's stay away from enemy eyes, shall we? Okay, but this is Atomfall on the Lenovo Legion Go. What are your thoughts? Please let me know in the comment section. In terms of the performance, this is definitely performing really well. Now, in case you want to take the resolution up, you can try that. Let me just make that one small change and see how that negatively impacts the overall gameplay. And yes, it does. I mean, it definitely looks sharper once you have turned it up a notch in terms of the resolution. And hey, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm still getting 70 FPS, so not bad at all. So in case you want to experiment taking the resolution up to 1000p instead of 800p, you can choose to do that as well. And you're still going to have a very nice 60 FPS, 60 plus FPS, still 70 FPS. So this game is pretty well optimized for handheld devices like the Legion Go. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the performance of the game. What are your thoughts about Atomfall? Have you played this on your Legion Go or on your Ally X? And what do you think about the game's performance on your handheld PC? Please let me know in the comment section. So although I've taken this up to 1000p, it still is performing pretty well. And I'm getting over 70, even 90 FPS here. So that one particular area was pretty demanding, but as soon as I moved away from there, I am getting the strong 70 to 80 FPS. It had even gone up to 90 FPS. So that's pretty good. Pretty solid, eh? Even though I have taken this up to 1000p. So this is Atomfall on the Lenovo Legion Go, and I'm having a good time exploring this world that they've created. It looks pretty interesting to me. Again, please let me know what your thoughts are. But as far as this video goes, I will stop recording here. And if you do want to watch more videos of mine, then please feel free to scroll through my video list. These are my Let's Play videos on my Lenovo Legion Go. And apart from this, I have gameplay videos, I have game reviews, I have reviews of products or items related to gaming. So again, feel free to check my video list, scroll through them, and take a look at all the videos that are there. I do make videos like this of various games and their performance on the Lenovo Legion Go. And I'm certainly happy with the performance of this one on my Legion Go. And I've not even connected an eGPU to my Legion Go while I'm playing this game. And in case you want to watch a video of this game's performance with an eGPU, please let me know in the comments section. And if I get a lot of requests, then I'd be very, very happy to make a video on that as well. But as far as this video goes, it's a wrap for this one. If you have liked the content, then I would greatly appreciate it if you consider hitting that like and subscribe button and also that bell icon in case you want to get notified with all my latest videos. I will see you lovely folks in my next video. Until that time, I'll say take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.